Welcome in, my beautiful Taurus family. I hope this message finds you well. I'm doing well, thank you. Today's reading is for Sun, Moon, or Rising placements in the sign of Taurus. And I typically say, since this is a general reading, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. However, in this situation, Spirit has shared with me that they actually want you to just allow those seeds to be planted wherever they need to be planted. That even though the messages might not completely resonate with you in this moment, that the messages will make more sense as you go forward in time. Now, I am recording this on September the 12th. But this reading is for whenever you happen to come upon it, right? I have 4 questions that Spirit is going to answer regarding your spiritual path. So I hope you find these messages helpful. So I have been shuffling the cards. I'm going to go ahead and start laying them out so I can save time here because I know that everybody's time is valuable. So I'm going to start laying out your cards. If you're brand new to my channel, I would absolutely love it if you would like as well as subscribe. And also, if you would enjoy the opportunity to have me do some live sessions with you, you might want to click that notification bell as I have been doing live sessions. I actually am going to be doing a live session tonight. As well as this weekend, I plan to do one in the morning on Saturday morning. So you'll be notified if you click, the notifications bell there for you. Okay. So what I do is I'm pulling 2 cards from the 4 agreements deck. And I'm pulling 2 cards from messages of the universe. When I do this portion of your reading, I am going to take myself off camera so we can just concentrate on your cards. It's so much easier for me. And then also the thing is I close my eyes a lot. The way that Spirit works with me or my higher self works with me is the downloads that I get are pictures, mostly pictures. Every once in a while, I hear something in my left ear or I'll get a phrase of something that I need to share with you. But for the most part, it's kind of like those types of downloads. Okay. So let's take a look around and see how we're doing. I'm not seeing a lot of pentacles. We do have the 5, which does represent Taurus energy. So I'm glad to see that. Temperance is not us. No. So let's just get started. Let me pull myself off here. So my columns are going up and down this way, right? Up and down. And this first column, the question that we're looking at is what limiting beliefs are holding you back from reaching your full potential? Now, the first thing that's coming in, of course, is this beautiful Ace of Wands. This right here is a spark of inspiration, a spark of creativity, a spark of passion, right? This is an opportunity coming in. It's actually activating your pineal gland. It's activating your third eye chakra. And again, the wands are about fiery energy. So it's going to be faster moving energy. This spark that's going to come in is going to give you an opportunity to start taking action, right? The wands are about taking action. When these inspirations come, you're guided to either write them down or do something with them as they come in, right? So that you can implement whatever it is that is going to help you with this next portion of your journey. Now, what I absolutely love in this column here, Taurus, because I am a Taurus too, is the 4 of Wands. Now, the 4 of Wands is my victory card. It is saying that we just need to get to, in order to get to our victory, we just need to go through The touchdown, right? We got to get the touchdown. We got to go through the bars. We got to go through that gate. And there is a lot of happiness and joy, a lot of fire and inspiration that is associated with this card. Now, this card is also my card of milestones being reached. So there may be some celebrations coming in for you for different things within your own life. But there is a lot of joy here. This can represent marriage. It can represent um, partnerships. It can represent relationships coming together that are just uplifting and happy and joyous, right? But for me, what this is also talking about, as we're talking about how to reach your full potential, I feel as though you need to celebrate your victories along the way. Don't wait for a final outcome to something. Find the little things that you can go, woo, this is lift me up. This is awesome. And celebrate those minor little victories along the way. And that will really bring up your energy. It will also inspire you to keep moving forward, right? So that's my guidance regarding that. And then we've got the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords absolutely resonates with me. This is saying that we are exhausted. Us Tauruses have been grounding. We've been doing all the work. We've been working on our physical security. We've been working on trying to keep our health in balance. We are more than likely providers for other people who are not doing as well as we are. At the same time, what this is really saying is you're really looking for some emotional stability. And I mean, it's really physical stability is really what it is. You're looking for your body just to be rested and feel regenerative, right? Feel regenerative in that. With your thoughts, you're able to move forward. The thing about this card also is it's really saying that you might want to start really looking at a practice of self-care for yourself and bump it up a little bit. I have just recently started doing foot soaks. Because I don't always want to take a hot bath for my whole body, but I do know how good those foot soaks are for your feet because your skin allows your body to absorb whatever is on it. So that's why it's important to make sure that you use clean products. One of the things that I do is I will use a bucket that my feet can fit in comfortably. I do use very hot water. I put magnesium, a little bit of borax, and a little bit of dead sea salt in the water. Doesn't have to be very much. It's just enough. And I'll tell you what, it really does feel to me when I do that exercise, which I do it at least twice a week. After I've done that and I've wiped my feet down after I've been sitting in that water for about 20, 25 minutes, whatever the case may be, doing other things, right? Watching TV, or I like to flip through my phone personally, but because I don't have a TV, but many people have TV. So for me, I feel as though it sheds this layer. It's really weird how it affects me. But anyway, I encourage you to take a little bit of time and do a little bit and really focus on what it is that you can do to bring this healthcare practice up so that you can get that regeneration that you need. Also, the thing that I'm just starting to do is I'm putting Shungite, Carillion Shungite, which is that Shungite that is from Russia. That is the highest, it's called Noble Shungite, I believe. And it's the highest vibrating Shungite that you can get. And I am putting that in my water and I'm actually drinking that water. So if you don't know anything about Dr. I think his name is Emoto, I think his name is, Japanese guy that did all of that research on water, when you bless water, what it does for you. That's kind of the same idea, right? To help me with parasites, help me with, good, clear water that has been vibrationally raised with this energy from the Shungite. Okay, so my next column for you here, Taurus, is What spiritual lessons are you currently experiencing? Now, some of you may be feeling a little bit beat up, or some of you may be feeling as though you're left out in the cold. This fives are tough. Fives in tarot are obstacles that you have to overcome, but it's also talking about changes coming in as well. Now, these are minor changes because this is a minor arcana card. But for me, this person is definitely feeling a loss of some kind, right? This Five of Pentacles. And you can tell just by the body language of her all slumped over. And she's not looking around herself. She's just kind of bummed out and feeling sorry for herself, maybe in a way. But the thing is if she were just to lift her head up, she would see that the key is right there for this door. She can open that door and walk through, and there is everything that she could ever want for her to experience is through that door. She just needs to change the way that she is thinking about her current situation. So for those of you that are feeling overwhelmed or feeling as though you are mourning losses of some kind, just know that this is going to just be a temporary setback. And it's okay to sit with those feelings and let them come up, cry if you need to, let them get out of your system. Your next column has to, or your next card has to do with the Six of Wands. So many of you are claiming victory. I am on my path. I am doing the work. I am feeling really good about it. I am persevering. I am being a champion. I am leading by example. I'm doing all of the things that I should be doing, right? So this is, for some of you, it is allowing yourself to recognize the hard work that you've done. Do something to celebrate you, if this is you and this is your energy and you feel this way, right? If you're feeling this way about your accomplishments, definitely do something for yourself, whether that is going and having your hair done or going and having your nails done or, whatever guys do. I'm not sure what guys do in order to lift their spirits up. Maybe they go have beers with friends or whatever the case may be. But this is a victory card. It is saying that you are walking your path. Many of you are doing very well. You are being the champion that you are meant to be, right? Because, our energy does represent the Empress energy. And it also represents that Hierophant energy as well, which is all about our inner knowing, our sharing our knowledge with others, all of that kind of stuff. So the only thing that's coming in here a little bit concerning is that Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is that card. This is typically my card of lying, cheating, and stealing. So that energy may be around you, or it may be a feeling that you are looking around, doing some deep dives, and you are recognizing and realizing how much lying, cheating, and stealing has been going on in your own government, has been going on around us for years and years and years and years and years. And the powers that be were so good at hiding those lies. And we were just trying to get ahead, start our family, and find some joy in our life, that we weren't always completely on track with some of these things. So I'm bringing that up because some of you may be getting stuck kind of in that darker night of the soul where you're doing those deep dives, you're recognizing these things, and it can really be pissing you off. There can be a lot of emotion tied with this. The sevens in tarot represent experiencing or experience. So it's either gaining experience or utilizing your existing experience. And it's also about gaining confidence. So I feel as though with where we're going and what's surfacing on the planet for the collective right now, I do feel as though we need to be very grounded. We need to be very cautious about the people around us who are going to try to hoodwink us again. So this is an opportunity for you to go within, really defining what sovereignty means to you. For me, it says, I I will not comply. I'm not going to comply anymore with some of the things that are being suggested for us as a humanity, and really standing up for myself. So I feel as though this is kind of that energy as well that is allowing you to really move forward. But at the same time, you do have that full moon there. The full moon is on the 17th this month. That is definitely going to be a big month, a big energetic day for us, Taurus. If you have anybody that you follow that is in astrology, I would definitely look at that date. If you don't, I would suggest that you look at YouTube for Meg Moonbeam, Moonbeam, all one word, Meg, Meg. She's actually a very good astrologer. She's younger. She lays it on the line. She doesn't sugarcoat. She tells you like it is. So she's definitely worth listening to. Okay, so your next column, Taurus, has to do with how you can cultivate healthier physical and spiritual boundaries. Now, the interesting thing is you start off with that King of Cups. Now, it doesn't matter if you're a male or female, we have both energies running through us, those divine energies. And part of our role is to balance those energies within our fields. This king, as you can see, is sitting in water because the water represents our emotions. He's a very emotionally stable king. He is my king that represents the energy of coming from your heart space. He focuses on that. He's a very caring individual, a very warm individual. He does have a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience with things. This can also represent a mentor for you if this doesn't represent your energy or represent someone close to you. At the same time, you can see he's got his eyes closed. He's in the lotus position. He is doing his meditation work. He's aligning it with his heart space. So he is in sync with what it is that he is working on as an individual. I also feel as though some of you are some of you are really learning about balancing out those emotions for yourself, not being as triggered, right? So one of the things that spirit just dropped into my mind is that a lot of times the King of Cups does come from his emotions and he can get triggered, although he is able to quickly recognize and realize if that person is coming from their heart as well. And he can pick up people's BS, right? Quite easily. The other thing about him is that what was dropped in was really using your discernment, really recognizing what is truly your energy compared to what is all the other extraneous energy that is coming in for you. One of the things that is here is I feel as though many of you have planted seeds about your spiritual and physical progress. I feel as though many of you are walking your steps, doing the things that you need to do. You have that 7 again, which is gaining that experience, gaining that confidence. Now he is in a situation where he's planted all these seeds. He has nurtured his plant. As you can see, it is starting to grow here. It is starting to take root. But right now, he's really assessing, is all this work, all the stuff that I've done to get to this point, has it been worth it? Would I repeat this? Would I repeat this process? Would I do this again? I feel as though he is in a holding pattern. He is about 70% complete with this, with these intentions, with the direction that he wants to go. So I still feel as though he's on. He does have a gold card here, so it is a positive message for you to keep going, right? Keep working at it. Keep digging in there. You are going to find what you need. And then we have the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is the energy of persevering. It is about overcoming obstacles. It's saying you need to continue moving forward. And it's also my card of walking away from things that no longer honor that heart energy. As you can see, she's moving from the darkness into the light. And I feel as though many of you may be doing that dark night of the soul stuff where you're doing some deep healing work. And you're recognizing and realizing that some of the things that you have been hanging on to are only hurting you. And you're allowing yourself to forgive yourself. You're allowing yourself to heal, right? You're allowing yourself to just walk away. And I champion that for you because I have had to do that in my own life as well. And this is definitely walking towards your light, walking towards those things that bring you that joy, bring you those feelings of feeling fulfilled. Now, your last column here has to do with what steps can you take to align with your life purpose? The first card here is that Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords is very limiting thinking. I feel as though what's happening right now, as I was saying, that there's all this information coming up specifically about all the various different religions that are on the planet. You know, we've got all this movement with all of these people that are being shuffled from one country to a next, to the next, to the next, to the next. Because they're shuffling people all over, which I'm not exactly sure what is behind the reasoning behind that. But I feel as though we're not seeing things all completely clearly. She does have a blindfold on here. She's got these birds squawking at her. At the same time, I feel as though she's feeling as though she either is going to go to the right or the left. It's either going to be black or white. So she's looking at things very uh with a very narrow point of view. And really what this card is saying is you really need to be more like the birds. You need to see things from a higher perspective and take off that blindfold, and you'll be able to see things more clearly. You'll find that there's more there for you to look at in terms of, how to align with your purpose. And I feel as though that is exactly what you need to do, is you really need to take off that blindfold, look what's around you, and recognize that it isn't just yes or no. Some of you may be really looking at even your the information that has come to you from throughout your lifetime. Like maybe you went to church as a kid with your parents and your family. But at the same time, some of you are really balled up. This is anxiety, and this is frustration, and this is all self-imposed. This 8 is about, overcoming this obstacle of looking at things from a very, she is kind of in this situation here of feeling as though she needs more clarity, right? She also is all bound up in terms of the way that her mind is controlling her. Her thoughts are overrunning what is happening for her. And this can be all self-sabotage. She can be saying, I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not pretty enough. Or if you're a guy, oh, I'm not good enough, I can't play sports, or whatever the case may be. Right. But in this situation, we're really talking about your spiritual growth. And many of you may be realizing and finding that some of the things that you have had as lifelong beliefs are now being challenged. And I would champion you, and I would encourage you to allow yourself to sit with those feelings, allow yourself to mourn, allow yourself to recognize that there has been a lot of deceit, there's been a lot of lying, there has been 7, 8, right? The 7 of 8. There has been a lot of things that have been happening on our planet that have been behind the scenes, and it's now coming up for us to look at. So in this situation, I would say for you to align with your purpose is to take off the blindfolds. Stop being a victim. Stop telling those stories of your past that it make you, tell your story, and then other people feel sorry for you. You're not a victim. all the things that you've created in your life, even the most horrible things that you've created in your life, has become the person that you are now. You couldn't be the person that you are now without all that stuff happening for you, right? It's helped molded you, it's helped shaped you, it has helped you make decisions on things, it's helped you see clarity. I do not want this in my life. It's helping you create boundaries, all of those things. Now, the last card that's coming in is I absolutely love this card. I do call the Temperance card my Oversoul card. This is definitely in alignment with your higher self. As you can see, there is the angel behind you. He is balancing all of these energies, the dark with the light. Whatever he's able to bring into the light will flourish. And then he goes right back down into that darkness to see what else needs to be brought to the light so it can be healed. This is kind of our process right now. We are helping release a lot of the energy that has been hidden from us for eons and eons, for us to look at it, to recognize it, and to be able to stand in our sovereignty and say, we will not accept this. I do not comply with this, those types of things. Now, the other thing about the Temperance card is about being patient and persevering. This is balancing your masculine and feminine energies. And this is also about trusting in universal timing. It's a calming energy. This is saying that you do have healing energies and you are healing yourself. And it's also my card of not being in a rush. Walking your path, doing the spiritual work is a lifelong commitment, just like anything else. And the only thing else that I can say especially with this Eight of Swords and that Two of Swords, is you have to make time for this practice. Otherwise, it's like anything else. It's like a muscle. If you don't work that muscle, it atrophies, right? Okay, so overall, it looks really good. I'm going to read these cards here, which this is my the Four Agreements deck that was created from that book. If you've made it this far and you have not done so, please like, share, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Okay, so your first card is always do your best. Your best is changing all the time. Your best will depend on whether you are refreshed in the morning or tired at night. Your best will be different when you are happy as opposed to upset, or healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstances, simply do your best and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. I actually love that. That's all you need to do, is always strive to do your best. Your next card is be impeccable with your word and express your love. Impeccability of the word can be measured by the level of self-love. If you love yourself, you will express that love in your interactions with others, and that action will produce a like reaction, right? Got to love yourself before anything else. I completely agree with that message. Taurus, here we go. One day, when you least expect it, you are going to crash into someone who is going to be so soft and so gentle with your heart. And you are going to be so glad that you kept it open. Kept what? Open. Your heart. You are going to be so glad that you chose to believe it deserved more. I love that. This really ties in with that express your love and be impeccable with your word card. So for me, that is saying, love yourself. If you can love yourself, your heart remains open and someone else can then come in and love you. Your last card today, Taurus, is if you are worried, you don't have this. Oh, wait, if you are worried that you don't have the strength to move on, think of how much strength you are using to hold on. Then redirect that energy and enjoy your life. Ooh, that's deep. What are you holding on to that is draining your energy? Can you let that go? Can you release it with love and let it go? Okay, Taurus. What a beautiful reading. I am really excited about this reading because I'm Taurus as well. This is my sun sign. I really do feel as though it aligns with the stuff that I'm even working for through myself. So I hope you found some nuggets here that were helpful to you. Again, thank you, everyone that is supporting my channel, that is returning. Thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for your comments. I do read them all. I do respond. And from my heart to your heart, I'm sending you a lot of love, happiness, joy, good health, prosperity, and inner peace, should you so choose to accept it. Cheers. Till next time, take good, very, very good care of you. Make sure to start that self-care practice. Give back to yourself because you deserve it. Cheers.